Kevin is with us in North Carolina. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Dave. Thanks for talking to me.
Sure. What's up?
Question for you. I'm considering a career change, and I may either change professions altogether or cut my hours to part-time. And I'm 49, and I have $1 million in my retirement accounts and about $600,000 in my taxable account. And I'm wondering, I max out my retirements, my TSP every year, and I'm wondering, is it in light of my situation being in flux, does it make sense to cut back on my retirement contributions and put that money into my individual taxable account to kind of give me more protection in case I need the money?
It doesn't give you more protection, but it gives you access for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've already got $1 million in retirement, and so, at 49, and so you'll have $3 million in that account if you've got it invested well by the time you get to 65 if you add nothing to it.
Okay.
If that's invested in good growth stock mutual funds, it'll double about every 7 years or so. And so, you got 14 years, 64 years old, you'd have around $3 million if you add nothing else to it. Yeah, I probably would go heavy into the non-taxable, and then you've got some investing you can do, or if your next career is a business situation where you want to buy into something or you want to start something with some capital, either one, you've got access to it to do that. And so, you've done very, very well. Did you inherit any of this money, or did you make it all?
The vast majority of it. My dad died many years ago, and he left me a little bit, but 90% of it has been self-generated.
Wow. What'd you do for a living?
All the retirement. I'm sorry?
What'd you do? How'd you make it?
I'm a teacher, just frugal living and constant investing over the years.
Okay.
My retirement account and probably 90% of my taxable account, all of the retirement account was self-generated, but about 90% of my individual account was my own money. So just frugal living, like you advise.
What was your first career?
Teaching.
You were a teacher in college or public school or what?
No, public school. I did some international teaching, but mostly public school.
Wow, and you've just been really frugal and a heavy investor then.
Yeah, but I've also lived my life. People kind of they kind of accuse me of being a miser, and I donate more to charity than most people probably in the world do. Not that I'm some kind of hero, but I donate a lot of money to charity every year, and I've lived abroad. I've traveled a lot, so it can be done.
Yeah, you just watched what you were doing and didn't have a lot of setbacks and mistakes, and you're intentional with every one of those dollars. Well, way to go, man! You're truly an everyday millionaire. Congratulations. Yeah, I think you're on track there. I think you're got enough in retirement to where you're going to be okay, and because what we're saying is you're probably going to end up, if things just kind of stay on course, between 65 and 70, you'll probably be worth about $10 million, somewhere in there. And if 3 or 4 million of that is retirement, then that's going to be okay. You're not going to be too heavy, and you're going to have had a lot of other opportunities. Because also, if you start being very careful and like started a business or started doing some investing, like in some real estate or something, where you watch it and you know what you're doing and you're 100% cash, no borrowing, you could take that 600 and make it do actually better. And you reach a point that money is more flexible and you can make more with it than you might have in just a standard investment process. So, hey, good question, man. Thanks for the call.